Hey friends, welcome back to day 25 of Walking in Wisdom, where I cover a new chapter of Proverbs every day of October 2020. Solomon is back in charge and he is sharing his own wisdom again all the way through chapter 29. And after a long weekend with a super awesome and successful trunk or treat where we had over 400 people from our community come and participate, good job Linda, thank you volunteers, and confirmation questioning for all of our confirmands this week. Good job, guys. Proud of you. I know that I need to be refreshed. I also need a nap, but I'm also filming late. It's okay. It happens. So anyways, we are back and we are going to look at some good news and kind words. Starting with verse 11. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in a setting of silver. It's like fancy jewelry. Also, like a gold ring or an ornament of gold is a wise reprover to a listening ear. Like the cold of snow in the time of a harvest is a faithful messenger to those who send him. He refreshes the soul of his master. Quick point, snow that was brought down from the mountain is to cool and refresh the workers in the harvest field. Snow from the sky during harvest time is actually a curse and not a blessing because it ruins the crops. With patience, a ruler may be persuaded and a soft tongue will break a bone. A man who bears false witness against his neighbor is like a war club or a sword or a sharp arrow. Whoever sings song to a heavy heart is like one who takes off a garment on a cold day and like vinegar on soda. So typically these songs were cheerful, and even though we want to cheer someone up that's having a hard time or perhaps mourning or simply needing silence with physical presence, and even though you think it may be helping, it's potentially doing more harm, similar to a favorite elementary science experience of baking soda and vinegar, because who hasn't made the volcano, or something you think is just gonna just, and it's not good. But anyway, lastly, do you have an enemy that you want to confuse? Solomon has some advice. If your enemy is hungry, feed him food. Are they thirsty? Give them something to drink. For you will heap burning coals on their head, and the Lord will reward you. Simply put, we're not called to love only the lovable, but everyone. Even the people we may not like, or the ones that, surprisingly don't like you. I know it's hard to believe there are people who may not like you, or Christians in general. But we are called to love them and to serve them. Are they hungry? Feed them. And being kind will confuse them and maybe even bring them over to your side, making them more open to hearing why you are kind and why you are helping them. This will help us to share the wisdom that we're growing in by reading God's word. It'll help us to share about God's promises and the forgiveness of sins and the peace that we get through him. So stay at it. We're only 6 days from finishing this book and this project, and I will see you tomorrow for chapter 26. Have a great night.